You're welcome to another episode of Fertility Talk with Olarunke Thaddeus. I am the founder of Meet Surrogate Mother Agency in Nigeria. On today's topic, yes, I felt the need to introduce myself as the founder of Meet Surrogate Mother because I want to talk on more practical issues on surrogacy. And my topic today, on today's episode, is documentation. Surrogacy documentation after delivery of your child. For a lot of our intending parents, yes, a lot of time, like 90% of time, they are coming outside Nigeria, from US, from UK, from Canada, from Europe, so yes, you at the end of the surrogacy program, the next thing is how to travel back home with your baby. Maybe I should retitle the topic to, yes, how to travel back home with your baby, or whichever one is still the same thing. Still, we're talking about documentation. Yes, a lot of documentations are needed by your embassies where after your surrogacy program. That is the truth, and my advice is that you start ahead of time, start ahead of your baby's birth, okay, to get some of these documents so that yes, I know the bulk of these documents will be done when your baby or babies are born. Okay, what we do at Meet Surrogate Mother, for instance, if you're using us for your documentation, we would start earlier, say by 6 months, when your surrogate mother is 6 months or 7 months gone. The first thing we'll have to do is to authenticate the surrogate mother herself. So there are documents that is required by the embassy for authentication, and yes, so if she doesn't have, so we'll start by helping her to get this, and also we would also start by getting to ensure that we get all other documents of hers, okay, because the truth is that for surrogate mothers, it is far more than coming to carry pregnancy. You have to know that after you have delivered, a lot is still expected from you. Okay, so we do advise all our surrogate mother at Meet Surrogate Mother that yes, in fact, it's part of what they are signed with us, because we can call them at any point in time to help us with documentations, with interviews, with court proceedings. So all these are part of what you have signed for if you're doing if you want to be our surrogate mother, because trust me, a lot of, like 90% of time, our intending parents are coming outside Lagos. They are not Nigerians. They are coming outside Nigeria. Okay, so what's the essence of you being the surrogate mother, and at the end of the day, they won't be able to travel back to their home with the baby that you have conceived for them? So we'll always employ all our surrogate mother, or every surrogate mother watching me presently, that it doesn't just stop at you carrying pregnancy for the intending parents. There are documentation processes, and you need to help the intending parent out. Okay. At Meet Surrogate Mother, yes, we practice anonymous surrogacy program, meaning that the intending parents or the surrogate mother, they don't know each other. But with some embassies like that of the US sometimes will request that the intended parents come for interviews with their surrogate mother. Yes, quite a lot of our intending parents have gotten away with this by responding back to the embassy that they did anonymous surrogacy program, so they let it fly. But however, US recently also came up with a policy on custody order, which entails that the surrogate mother would have to be present in the court, and so that custody order could be gotten. Okay, so we handle this aspect for our intending parents as well. And since we know the surrogate mother, yes, what we normally do is, like I said, commence the documentation earlier And by the time she gives birth, she also signed a lot of the affidavits, relinquishing all rights, and other so many other affidavits that will be done okay for her. Also, of course, for U.S. Embassy, DNA is very important. So, yeah, we help to arrange that to facilitate the custody order. So, if you are residents of US coming to Nigeria for your surrogacy program, so you could actually be in Nigeria for a period of 4 to 5 months. That is if we have commenced this process earlier before your surrogate gives birth, so we can actually, commenced it such that by the time the babies are born, yes, we get all the other documents, date of birth and all that. We quickly move, submit to the court, and you submit to the embassy, and things could actually pretty go very fast. That is, yes, but if you don't start the process, or you don't even know you have to start the process ahead of time, then you could be in Nigeria for a very long time. Okay, for embassies like Canada, yes, it could take like up to 8 months sometimes, so before you could live with your baby. Yes, okay, so also we'll start the documentation and helping with the custody order. For parents in UK, yes, we also start the documentation earlier. Okay, so for UK, the staying over period in Nigeria, yeah, it's also almost all the same time with that of US. We have some embassies, however, that have not been, I don't know, their disposition towards surrogacy, is not too good. Majorly some European countries, yes, and also some African country, yes. I don't want to mention their names, but I've had experience with one African country that left their citizens stranded in Nigeria for surrogacy. Okay, so you need to chat with me if you want to do surrogacy in Nigeria and you're watching me from, I don't know where you're watching, wherever you're watching me. So chat with me, let me tell you, if you don't know what your embassy is saying presently on surrogacy, if we have had experience on that aspect, then I'll be able to advise you on if it will sail through and what to do about it. Okay, so we help with documentation for surrogacy at Meet Surrogate Mother. In fact, it is one of our major services that you can benefit from, even if you did not do surrogacy with us. Maybe you use another facility, or you didn't get a surrogate mother from us, but you just want us to help you with your documentations. Yes, you could approach us also for that. But it's always very tedious getting in touch with the surrogate mother that is not coming from us. That is the truth. I am working with one presently, and I'm telling you, yeah, it's difficult to even assess her. She's given thousands of excuses why she cannot go to places we have asked her to go to. All these are things you need to know before you venture into any surrogacy program with anybody. The availability of the surrogate mother to help you out with documentation after the surrogacy program, very, very important. Okay, so I hope this topic, I hope it's beneficial and that you've learned something. Okay, so you can contact us for your surrogacy journey. When you want to do surrogacy program, it is very important that you have partners that has wealth of experience built over the period of years. And Meet Surrogate Mother, yeah, we are one of the leading surrogacy agency in the world. Okay, so we are always happy to help you through. It is not just coming to do the surrogacy. We are interested in how you go back home with your baby safe and sound. Okay, so thank you for watching today's episode of Fertility Talk with Olarunke Thaddeus. Looking forward to seeing you watching the next episode. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram at Meet Surrogate Mother For consultation, please call the numbers showing on your screen. For inquiries, you can also call the numbers showing on your screen. I will also be in the comment section to attend to any other question. Thank you and God bless.